Good morning, everyone, and how are you guys feeling this morning? I hope all is good. Now, what do you guys do when you can't remember a thing on your mind? Well, I'd like to recommend to close your eyes. Now, experiments show that recall is boosted when you shut out the outside world, and it's because blocking out distractions frees up the necessary brain power to remember things, and therefore brings back both recent and distant memories. So next time you can't remember your PIN number or struggle to find your car keys, just close your eyes and let the memories flow back. Now, as usual, we have a great list of music prepared for you guys. So they get started with Rihanna, Kanye West, Paul McCartney with 4, 5 seconds. That was Rihanna, Kanye West, Paul McCartney with 4, 5 seconds. And right now, you guys are tuning in to What's Poppin' with your boy, Brian Jew, on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how to get in contact with us is pretty simple. Send a text to sharper pound 1013 for a charge of 51. If you have a Kakao account, please add TBS efm as a plus friend and you can message us completely for free. And also our Twitter. Follow us at TBS What's Poppin' and tweet us away. And if you have a longer email, shout out, or any questions, the address is efmpoppin@gmail.com. And of course, those of you interested in our playlist, y'all can check it out on our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/GFM/What's Poppin'. We have lots more coming your way, but for now, a word from our sponsors. Alrighty, guys, it's now time for today's pick. Now, what is empathy? It's the art of seeing the world as someone else sees it. And when you have empathy, you can understand what a person is feeling in a given moment and understand why other people's actions made sense to them. And therefore, you can better understand others when they communicate with you. Now, this is so important because being able to predict how other people might feel, act, or react helps build, better relationships between you and the other person. So, I'm going to give you guys some tips that'll help you better understand other people. Now, number one, put yourself in their shoes. Now, we really have to try and look at a situation from a different point of view. So step directly into their life and view a situation as if you were that person. This actually changes the perspective completely. Then you'll understand why they are reacting or behaving the way that they are. Now, once you understand what someone else is thinking or feeling, it becomes easier to interact with that person. And number two, judge yourself before you do others. Now, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. Now, this is actually one of the most well-known lessons of the Bible. I'm not trying to get religious here, y'all, but I'm trying to say that no one is perfect. We all make mistakes. So forgive them for making mistakes because all of us need to learn from our errors and move on. And also, remember that not everyone in this world has the advantages that you've had whenever you feel like criticizing anyone. And number three, never say the other person is wrong based on your ideas. Now, your ideas might be, just as right or wrong. So at the end, you might be the wrong person in situations. So you got to think about both situations. Maybe you're right. Maybe the other person's right. And also, before trying to change others' views and opinions, think that they come from different backgrounds. They have grown with a group of people that might not just be the type of people that you're used to. And they may be that way because their general beliefs inherited from their parents or learned from their friends. So respect differences before you turn your face away from them. And now, I told you guys a few things that can help you guys better understand other people. But I know it's not easy as it seems. It's not even convincing at times as well. So no one should ever hurt you because they're in a tough situation. But still, try to understand other people's circumstances. You might not fully understand them, but at least you won't be hurt by their selfish behaviors. And when you fully understand the person around us, we can become successful entrepreneurs, dedicated employees, and of course, friendlier colleagues. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to tell y'all, and that's a song we got for you right now. This is Joss Stone with Understand. Oh my gosh, that was Joss Stone with Understand, and she sounds so beautiful. Now, of course, y'all know that Joss Stone is one of the first pioneers of British blue-eyed soul singers since the 2000s and onwards. Now, the singer-songwriter is actually known for her deep, low voice, and the song's simple instrumentation and somewhat thin texture really highlight her trademark husky voice. And also, I really like the sound of Fender Rhodes in the song as well. And now, Understand is part of the album Mind, Body, and Soul, which earned the singer 3 Grammy Award nominations, including Best Pop Vocal Album. Now, many say that, to be a good soul singer, you have to have a really good voice. Now, of course, you just heard right now, Joss Stone definitely has what it takes to make her a great soul singer. Now, moving on, we have 2 more great songs coming your way, of course. And I think these vocalists, they're beyond talented. They're beautiful. They have good souls. They can sing well. And they're just good human beings. We got Chrisette Michele with All I Ever Think About. And, of course, my man Music Soul Child with Future. Yeah. That was Music Soul Child with Ayo, hey, yo. I was in here dancing, y'all. Y'all don't believe me? Too bad. Anyways, now we're gonna get in some rock spirit, y'all, and this is gonna be the last song for the first half of our show. We have a song called Cape Out Our Hero. Now, if you don't know what the song is, we're gonna listen to it anyways. Then if you guys are more curious about the group, go online, because I'm pretty sure they have some other great tracks. This is Volbeat with Cape Out Your Hero. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin' on TBS efm 101.3. Are you ready for the second half for Chop Loop and Reverse? We got Joe Park coming into the studio to tell you about sampling music. I'm trying to talk fast right now because Joe is so eager to come in the studio. So if you want to find out, stay tuned. But for now, a word from our sponsors. Yeah, y'all ready for it? We got Joe in the studio. Yeah. Come on, Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Good. Fly.
I look how right now I'm trying a new thing right now. Of course, y'all know that people like standing nowadays at their office buildings. What do they call them? Like standing desks?
Yeah, it's a new thing that's
not a new thing. I've seen people do this since like 2 years ago.
Yeah, actually, that is true.
Because apparently studies show it's healthier to stand up and move around a little bit, because if you're sitting down, it's actually bad for your back. You slouch more. Now, I've recently been doing this since last week. And hoping my guest would stand with me. Now, last week, Jeannie actually stood with me. So I was like, I'm going to stand. And on Friday, Jeannie was like, okay, I'm going to stand too. Okay. That's how Jeannie sounds to me. But but then I'm looking at you thinking, all right, Joe sees me standing. He's going to be healthy. He's going to want to stand up. He is sitting down, y'all.
I'm still healthy.
Drinking like hot cocoa with 20 pounds of sugar.
Yeah. You know, you're an active guy. You don't need to be standing all the time. It's for those people.
You ain't active, I'm saying, though. What do? You sit down and you produce songs. That's the main thing. A lot of song producers are overweight and unhealthy.
That is true.
And that's why they get stressed out. Huh?
I mean, I'm not like cut or something or anything, but like you know.
You got soft man boobs, not muscular man boobs. You got soft man boobs.
Yeah,
you can work out.
Okay.
You need push-ups. 20 push-ups, boy.
Yes, sir.
But right now we're in the studio to talk about sampling music. We'll get to the fitness in a little bit. We'll take you out. I'm gonna take you to the Namsan Tower area. We're gonna do some jogging. The weather is clearing up, but we are talking about sampling music. And the first artist that you brought up to the plate is
an artist called Fifth Harmony. Actually, they're a group. Actually,
I heard of them before.
Really?
I heard of Fifth Harmony before.
Yes.
They're a girl group, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay.
I am digging their latest album these days. So.
Are you sure you're digging the album or you digging the girls?
I'm digging the album. I'm
telling your girlfriend.
The album is really hot. Y'all gotta go and take a listen to it. And the song's called Like Mariah. Okay. Because they sampled Mariah Carey, of course.
Oh.
And this album was released recently in January 2015. Okay. Actually, no, it's February 2015 off the debut album Reflection.
Okay.
And they work with big producers like Dr. Luke, Stargate, Julian Bunetta.
Oh.
And the lead single off the album, Boss, debuted at number 43 and sold 75,000 copies in its first week.
Now, this is a group that sang that song with like Michelle Obama. Purse so big.
Yeah.
I know that song.
Yeah. Oh,
because I've been listening to the top pop tracks, the top 40 tracks.
Oh, really?
And that song's always on the top 40.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
That is hot right now.
These girls are ripping it up.
Yeah. It's called Boss.
Michelle Obama, heart so big. I don't know all the lyrics yet, though.
Wow, you got so much more energy as you're like standing up, man.
Because you can actually move, man. You can move around. Wow. You can like reach for the sky. You can be like, oh la 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 la. It can be crazy. And plus, I'm drinking coffee at the same time.
Yeah, you're ready to go.
Some more information about Fifth Harmony,
y'all.
Yes,
their lead single, which was Boss, debuted at number 43. And that was the one actually sold 75,000 copies.
Yes.
And their second song, Sledgehammer, was written by Meghan Trainor.
Oh, and she's big too. She's the one who goes, I'm all about the bass, no trouble. Yes.
Yes, and their second song, Sledgehammer, peaked at number 40 on the Billboard 100.
Oh, dang.
And Fifth Harmony was formerly known as Lilas and 1432.
I have no clue what that means.
Me neither.
Is it like a musical thing, or is it like where they're from, an address?
I have no clue. It could be something with their history. And, they're an American girl group which formed on the second season of The X Factor. And they got 5 members, and they signed a joint deal with Simon Cowell and L.A. Reid's label.
Okay.
And they won MTV's Artist to Watch Award at the 2014 MTV Video Music Awards. And their debut EP was also released in 2013. And, the oldest member of this group was born in...
The oldest member?
1993. That's the oldest member.
Well, how old is 1993 then right now? I can't do the math.
That's young. That's like 6 years younger than me, so that is
Western
22.
Age? Western age 22?
Western age
the oldest
22.
member is 22 years old.
Yeah, and
I feel old.
The average is right now about like 18 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the average age. And I was like,
but then,
these girls are young, but...
If you do the numbers that way, you might think they're young because we get older. But at the same time, I started when I was like 20. So, that's like normal. Boa came out when she was like 17, 16.
Yeah.
A lot of youngsters are making it happen. Justin Bieber started young. Chris Brown started when he was like 16 years old. So,
true.
I'm not surprised that these ladies are so young.
Yeah, when I looked at the picture, I thought they were like older women, but then I was like...
Oh, if these girls hear you said that, they'll cut you. A fifth homie gonna come to the crib and be like, where's Joe Park? He said we look old. He called me an Ajuma. Don't be calling these fifth harmony girls Ajumas, man.
I didn't say Ajumas.
You said they look old. Do they look older than you think?
I didn't look like in detail, I just thought they'd be like 25, 26 or something like that.
Never judge a book by its cover, man.
I know.
Because in person, they might look really young. It could be the makeup and all the glitz and glamour they got on.
But I'm a huge fan,
I am too.
I'm a huge fan, and although they're a fairly new group, they opened up for artists like Cher Lloyd, Demi Lovato, Austin Mahone.
Okay.
And so they've released 1 EP, 1 album so far, and I'm sure they're gonna have so many more to come. And honestly, I've been listening to this album on repeat. It's pretty good. It probably get you bumping. It probably get you bumping in your car. I'm telling you.
So Chloe, if you're tuning in right now. Your husband or your fiance is checking out other girls right now. I'm just letting you know.
Music.
That is that's dangerous for the future. That is dangerous for the future. Check out his history on his computer. We don't know what he was looking at. With that said, we are telling you about the song because, of course, it's not an original track. They sampled Mariah Carey's track, so we'll take a listen to the sample right now. Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah, take you back.
Makes me feel young again, of course.
And see, that's
Mariah.
That's the catchiest thing in the song, and so that is the sample right there. You just sang the sample.
The shoo-doo-doo, that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know it.
They sped it up just a little bit. Did their own little twist
like,
on it.
Like that.
Not like that. They did more tasteful than that.
Okay. All right, so this is Mariah Carey's "Always Be My Baby."
Yes.
Throwback track. Love this lady. She is, in my mind, I think she's such a talented and vocalist, and she's like the queen of soul and R&B. But of course, recently, since like Christmas and her performances overseas, her voice isn't up to par. But you know what? I don't blame her. She's only human. She's getting older, and of course, you got to fine-tune your instrument sometimes, but at the same time, we're only human. We do go through a faulty period in life, and your vocals aren't going to be 100% up to par all the time.
Yeah, and we're always changing, our bodies changing, voices are changing, and...
Exactly.
And she's actually like 45 years old right now.
Yes.
And I'm like, she looks younger than Deb.
Now, of course, I'm going to give you information about the song because this is a song I'm very familiar with. The song was released back in 1996 off her 5th album, Daydream. It was the 3rd single from the album, and of course, written by Mariah herself, Jermaine Dupri, and Samuel Steele. The song became Mariah's 11th chart topper on the Billboard 100, and tying her with Madonna and Whitney Houston for most #1 singles for female artists. And of course, that is some info right there. What else you got about Mariah? What else you got for Mariah?
Everybody, Brian is on a roll right now.
Yeah, because I love Mariah Carey.
He is freestyling about Mariah Carey.
Which Brian are you talking about? I'm Brian from New Jersey.
Well, Mariah Carey was actually born and raised in Long Island, New York, and she debuted in 1990 with the self-titled album Mariah Carey. And she has spawned 4 consecutive #1 singles on the U.S. Billboard 100.
Okay.
And Mariah's made music history with the single
One Sweet Day. I
Yes.
hate it and love that song because it came around the time when my halmoni passed away.
Oh.
And I was like heartbroken. I listened to that song 24 hours crying nonstop. My eyes got dehydrated because I was crying so much.
Dehydrated.
I was crying so much.
Man.
But y'all know, I love Mariah. Now, all you haters out there, Mariah is such a sweet person because my personal experience with Mariah, when she came to Korea like a few years back, I interviewed her for KMTV.
Awesome.
Of course, and they needed an English speaker, and of course, and I did it. And before the interview started, she gave me a big hug. I told her, it was right around the time her father passed away. And I was like, Mariah Carey, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be in your presence, and I'm just honored to be able to interview you for this program. And then she was like, oh my gosh, you're such a sweetheart. Gave me a big hug. She goes, God bless your heart. God bless you and your family. And, you know, keep your family close to you.
That's nice.
Gave me a big hug, and I gave her a hug. And then after the interview, same thing. She goes, I had a wonderful time. You're such a sweet person, Brian. I was like, Mariah, it's just an honor to meet you. And I was surprised because people had told me in advance, Mariah's very mean, hard to talk to.
That's right. You got to find out yourself, you know.
Yeah, from my experience, Mariah, if you're tuning in right now, I miss you, girl. You're my home girl because, you know, you beautiful lady. You gave me positive vibes and everything. I love Mariah.
Yes.
So with that said, we got to play her song right now. Not her song, but the song by Fifth Harmony. Because they sampled Mariah's track, of course. So with no further ado, this is Fifth Harmony singing Like Mariah. Woo! That was a great track by Fifth Harmony.
Yeah.
That was Like Mariah. Shoo-doo-doo. And then they hit that falsetto that Mariah always hit.
It's like Mariah.
I tried it and you laughed at me.
Well, like screeching, man.
Hey, that's not high, that's really high for a dude.
Yeah, I know.
It is faster than the regular BPM. Okay, but it still had that Mariah feel.
Yeah,
So
it's got that
like
groove, yeah.
Bring the old school back to the new school vibe. I love it. Love it, love it.
Yeah.
Yes, for those of you tuning in right now, that was Fifth Harmony, Like Mariah. Now we're moving on to the next song, and the next
Yep.
song is by...
Anthony Hamilton.
Okay.
And it's called Broken Man. Now this is a bit of a sad song.
I can just tell by the title it's a sad song.
Yeah.
What are you trying to tell us, Joe?
Well, this
Are
is
you
actually,
broken right now?
This is actually a story about, you know, a guy who was about to get married.
Okay. Seriously?
And then
Oh.
he cheats.
He cheats.
And then
Or she
does.
oh, the woman cheats.
Yeah, he was all ready. So if you hear the songs, the lyrics in the song, it's like,
All right.
I've been waiting, you know, I'll wait. They're engaged and everything. So
he knew that she cheated on him.
Yeah, so it's like basically over now. Now he's all broken. Like he was all ready to go. The lyrics are like really, yeah. it's
So,
pretty
are you
sad.
going through a rough patch right now?
No. It just happened to be.
Did you find out that Chloe was cheating on you?
No.
Are you okay, dude?
I'm right, man.
Do you need to talk after the radio show? Do we need to go for a nice glass of wine?
No.
That's
you know,
what women do. You want a bottle of Soj and we just like talk about it? You need to vent your feelings.
No, you know, like I just like a lot of depressing songs as well, you know, and so when I write
when a
lyrics
dude
to-
goes through a phase when they want to listen to depressing music, it's because they're going through a hardship right now.
No, I'm not going through a phase.
Son, you need help. There's a number to call.
Bijou counseling.
It's 1588-BJU. There you go. But I can't guarantee that the person on the other line is going to be very helpful. You might be like, what's up, son? What's your problem? But we are talking about Anthony Hamilton's song, Broken Man. Now, this song goes out to all the dudes who've experienced that kind of situation.
Yes,
where you're like,
really
it's so in
sad.
love. You know, you go buy the ring. It could be a couple ring. It doesn't have to be marriage, but you know, you buy a couple ring, couple bracelets, whatever it is. You're like, I'm so in love with this girl. Get her candies and chocolates and a rose. And all of a sudden you walk up to the house, look to the window and bam, she with another man. What do you do?
See, everybody, Brian's on fire tonight. I mean, this morning, sorry.
This is why I can't get an evening program because I'm so ghetto. Man, this is how I do it. If they put me in the evening show, I'm still going to keep it ghetto.
Yeah, I think in the evening show you'd have more energy. This is like more in the morning right now, and you got this much energy. Woo!
Not all the time. You know me sometimes. Sometimes I'll be sleeping on this stage.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so tired. Yes. But like we said, all for the men out there who are going through a tough time. I know a lot of people right now, friends of mine too, they're always complaining about like, oh, I don't know if my wife's cheating on me or if my girlfriend's cheating on me. They kind of assume it, but there's got to be something for that thought to come to your mind. You have to have saw, seen, or heard something.
You gotta have the trust, you know.
You gotta have trust.
Is broken.
But what happens if you're trusting, but the truth is she is cheating on you? Then what happens?
Then it's over.
It ain't over, baby, till it's over. So many tears I've cried.
Whoa, okay.
It's like very soulful right there.
Yeah.
All right, so let's give some information about the song Broken Man.
Yes, so this song was released in 2011 off of his 5th studio album.
Uh-huh.
And the song is only available on the deluxe edition.
There you go. You want the song? Get the deluxe edition.
And the album features production from Babyface, Jane Vital, Avila Brothers, and Mike City.
Okay.
And Hamilton grew up singing in his church's choir at age 10.
Oh, young.
And then he ended up signing with Uptown Records in 1993.
Okay.
And he first started as a background singer for D'Angelo on his tour.
Oh, that's my homie.
Yeah,
Not personally, but I love
yeah,
D'Angelo.
he recently released an album too.
Oh, recently? Okay, I gotta go check it out. But I love that song, Brown Sugar. You know that song?
Of course.
Brown Sugar, babe. I guess high off of love, don't know how to behave.
Yeah,
love that song.
his recent album is pretty crazy too. But
That's my man.
But when you listen to it, you can kind of hear that his voice has changed a lot.
Because he's older
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Everyone's voice changes. You got to realize that.
I know,
with all you
I know,
listeners.
I
I'm
know.
not saying to you, but a lot of people judge because of that. Because, oh, they sound different. Oh my God, I don't like their voice anymore. It's
No, but
because with
it can
age-
sound better in a,
Yeah.
you know.
Some people sound better. Some people just sound a little hoarse. Some people sound thinner. With age, things change, you know, with time. So just to
Yes.
let y'all know, all you listeners, keep that in mind before you judge. Alrighty. More information right now.
And Hamilton first debuted in 1996 with just a single, not a full album.
Okay.
And then he rose to fame with his platinum-selling second studio album called "Coming From Where I'm From."
Okay.
Yes, which consists of the single "Coming Where I'm From," "I'm From," and Charlene.
Charlene.
Yes, there you go. And he's also known for the song "Freedom" from the Django Unchained soundtrack.
Did you just say the Django?
Django.
It's Django. The D is silent. You didn't see the movie?
I saw the movie.
He even says he goes,
I saw
"It's
the movie.
Django. The D
Django.
is silent." You said the Django. This man is not bright. Joe is not a bright dude.
No,
Anyways,
that just got me. That
yes.
slipped up.
Now your face is turning red. So Anthony Hamilton obviously sampled a song, and he wanted to actually, you know, use a classic R&B.
Yes.
Icon. And the icon is R. Kelly. But unfortunately, we can't play the sample for you guys right now because we couldn't find it, first of all. And second of all, the story and the idea of the song is a little explicit, if you know what I mean.
My bad, y'all.
Why is it your bad?
Because
you knew it.
I thought it
You knew
wasn't
that
as
the
explicit.
lyrics were going to be a little raunchy.
No, it's called when a woman's fed up.
When a woman's fed up. It's not like that, though.
No.
It's not.
No.
Can you sing a little bit for it? Since we don't have the
No.
sample, you sing a little bit for us.
No.
Because I'm not familiar with this track.
It has to do with the instrumental, so.
Okay. Well,
So we
either
can get that for
way,
you.
that is the sample that what's his face, Anthony Hamilton used. R. Kelly's "When a Woman's Fed Up." So we're gonna give you information about the song either way. Now, this song was released back in 1998 off his third album, R, capital R. And this album was the first time Kelly announced or allowed other producers to produce and co-produce on his albums, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because, he's a writer, song producer himself, and this album is still Kelly's biggest selling album because it has a song, "I Believe I Can Fly On It."
That's my sound. Baby.
It
I love that
has
song.
sold 8 million copies in the U.S. and 12.4 copies worldwide.
Man.
Just this album. One album, man.
Man.
Yes.
That's why he got the Benjamins.
Yes, and this album has the hit singles like also "I'm Your Angel" with Celine Dion.
I love that song too. Oh my God, I gotta re-listen to this album. I forgot that all these songs were on the album.
Yeah, this is why this album is so huge. And
Okay.
he grew up in Chicago and is referred to as the king of R&B.
Woo!
Yes,
Okay.
and he began performing during the late 1980s, and he debuted in 1992 with the group Public Announcement.
Okay.
And so in 1993, Kelly went solo with the album 12 Play.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that right now.
So funny. And he's known for his other big hits like "Bump and Grind," "Your Body's Calling," "I Believe I Can Fly,"
That's the wrong song.
"Ignition," "If I Can Turn Back the Hands of Time." So, I thought today's song wasn't that explicit because it's when a woman's fed up compared to like songs like Your Body's Calling, Ignition.
That's why we're not playing
like
those songs either. We gotta understand R. Kelly, he likes to be very explicit in his lyrics, very detailed.
I tried to find a cleaner song, but I failed.
Yes,
My
you
bad,
failed.
Joe.
So starting next week, you got Chloe back coming in the studio, right? So I'm just joking. Either way, we do have the song for you guys right now, and the song is Anthony Hamilton's Broken Man. And this is going to be the last song for our show.
Yep.
But thank you, Joe,
thank you,
for bringing us some sampling and music and teaching us in our studio. Alrighty. Now, with that said, on behalf of TBS efm's What's Poppin', this is your boy Brian Jew and
Joe Park.
We're signing off. Peace.